Hello, Sagittarius. Not happy birthday. I hope you had a good birthday. Last but certainly not least, you are in kind of an interesting, this eclipse season and the sun coming into your second house. There's definitely a lot of focus on you and a lot of focus on your possessions and your money, but also your self-reliance and taking it up a notch. And you're already pretty independent, right? So how can Sagittarius be even more self-reliant, be even more independent? I think you're going to be surprised. You're going to be surprised at what's in store for you and in terms of your ability to manifest stuff, because with the eclipses, your manifestation power is like super on point, right? And whatever it is you need to release, you'll have that ability to release, and whatever it is you need to bring to you will come to you. So there's not really too much to be said. I think there might be some interesting dynamics with people. So here you are. Let's change gears here. Okay, so Ace of Cups comes out, represents your energy. How are you feeling? Like, are you feeling empowered? I really hope you're feeling empowered, because in spite of whatever has happened, ex-boyfriends, business partners, friends, nonsense, bad travel plans that didn't work out, like whatever it is, you are, without a doubt, exactly where you're supposed to be. And what a blessing. And it's important for you to have faith in that fact. And it is a fact, but it does require faith, because sometimes we look out to the external world and we're like, man, things just really aren't exactly what I was hoping. We can't have that mindset, because it blocks blessings from coming. The minute we start feeling like things aren't the way they should be is the minute things start becoming more of what they shouldn't be. There's no should or shouldn't, but hopefully you guys get what I'm saying. What a beautiful blessing to start this month off with. Second house activity, Jupiter in your house, Mars in a fellow air fire sign. You have this drive, this ambition, this optimism, enthusiasm, and the ability to really make it come to fruition. So fantastic way to begin. I'm going to probably talk fast. This might be a shorter reading. I'm in the middle of a whole bunch of December Christmas travel situations going on, and there's just a lot of family stuff happening right now, so I found a minute to be alone. So here you are, the Emperor. So powerful, amazing. This is you in your power. This is you. And even though this is like a card of Aries or whatever, there's also a scorpionic quality that comes out here. And because Scorpio is in your 12th house, it's very much a part of who you are. A lot of people, if you don't have Scorpio in your chart, or you don't have any planets or placements there, a lot of Sagittarians are like, oh man, I'm not really that Scorpio, but you are. Like, you can't help but be the sign right before yours, because it's all like a consolidation. Like as a Virgo, I'm like, man, I do some really Leo stuff, like with the needing of attention and needing that ego stroking and all that. Like totally 100% that's me. And for this, you having the Scorpio Emperor quality in your subconscious, kind of operating from the shadows. I mean, this is like getting from like regular working on the floor at a warehouse to being CEO of a company in a very short period of time. This is one of the reasons why Sagittarius is associated with success, right? Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, all four of these signs in that kind of upper hemisphere of the zodiac, they're climbers, they're drivers, and they know, because in a way they've kind of mastered themselves, right? They've already made their way through the first 6 houses, and so it's important for you to recognize, I'm going through all of that because it's so important that you recognize the power that you have, the driving force of this Emperor, the Mars quality that comes out here. And even though sometimes, for the sake of the mission of our life, there can be certain sacrifices that need to happen. Sometimes that does mean relationships. Sometimes that does mean you got to cut people off. Sometimes that does mean you got to call it a loss, right? Financially. But you know what? For the sake of the mission, you just got to do what you got to do. And I think your mission is very well defined. What are you doing? Where are you going? What do you want? It's all like really like tangible. It's all really possible for you right now. Don't squander this eclipse season, as emotional as it can be, as intense as it can be. You have to use it to your advantage. You have to let things go and set new intentions. They got to go together, right? I think it was in the Scorpio reading that I just did. It's like, all you got to do is worry about closing the doors behind you, because we know what's that saying, like when God closes a door, he opens a window, something like that. Like, so we know the window's going to open. You don't really need to know which window. You don't really need to know exactly how this is going to come about, but you know that it's going to be there, you know? So there should be no fear at all. That's what I love about this Jupiter in Sagittarius for everybody. It's not, I mean, it's you, yes, especially, but not just you. Like, everyone is kind of putting their fear aside, and they're like, let's just have an adventure. Let's just have a go. Let's just experiment, see what happens. Okay, are these both you, right? King of Wands, Emperor, both you. This is the Leo quality coming out. You could be dealing with another person. I'm sensing a masculine influence. So even if you're a man, there could be a man in your life that is coming out a little bit, you know, hot and heavy here. A business partner, a friend, father. But it could also be a woman. It could also be the person. And it could also be them reflecting something back to you. And I'm wondering if this whole like King of Wands, the Leo stuff, the yes, I deserve it. Yes, I'm enjoying the attention. I'm enjoying people, you know, celebrating me kind of thing. Like, I'm wondering if you guys might need that a little bit. Like, you need that positive reinforcement. You know, one thing I love about the Leo archetype within all of us, because we all have it, is like, that's the place where we really care and where we really create, and we find that creative drive. So there's the power of the Emperor, the creative ability, and the innovation of the King of Wands. It's like really out of the box kind of stuff. And so what I know I'm talking fast. I'm not even really intentionally doing that. I'm really not. I'm excited. Like, I'm tapping into your energy, and I'm excited, because I don't think that, I said this to Gemini too, which is applicable as your opposite. I'm like, I don't think the zodiac has really seen the best of you guys yet. We've seen great things, sure. We've seen you succeed, sure. But I don't think we've seen the best of you. And the King of Wands is like, I'm going to show you the best. And the Emperor is like, yep, let's go. Like, let's lead this army. Let's bring it home. So let's bring it home. Maybe that's what I'll call the reading, bringing it home. What else? What is with the fire signs? All the fire energy going on right now. It's so awesome. Leo's reading was amazing. Aries reading was amazing. And yours is proving to be no different. And it's not even really about like, okay, so what can we expect? It's like, dude, you're good. Like, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Everything is exactly the way it should be. And there are so many bright things in your future. Can it be love with an Ace of Cups? Yeah, absolutely. You're looking for a new relationship. Well, it's really possible for you to manifest that right now. Are you looking for new financial opportunities, new financial investments to make? I don't know, like, we had such a tightening in the finances, and we saw that in the stock market and the volatility. It's like so obvious for astrologers. It's like, yeah, no shit. Like, obviously Venus is going retrograde in Scorpio. She's in Scorpio right now. Like, obviously there's going to be stress in the stock market. You know, obviously there's going to be stress in finances. Well, she's not going to be there much longer, right? She's making her way into Sagittarius. You know, you're having your Venus come to your sign, connecting with Jupiter. I mean, like, there are financial opportunities readily available to you, everybody, to you specifically. So, I mean, it's all areas. I think you're going to be feeling really attractive. You're going to, even, you know, sun in your second house, there's beauty there. There's beauty and elegance and like this luxuriousness. And it's like, yeah, let's go enjoy life. It's super chill. Intense with the Pluto-Saturn conjunction, I get it. Intense with the eclipses, but ultimately it's a super chill vibe if you want it to be. You know, it doesn't have to be all crazy. And that's the problem, is that some signs are really going crazy. And I said this in multiple signs before, is this is a month where it's not consistent across the board. Some months I feel like I'm giving the exact same reading 12 different times with 12 different variations, but this month it's not the case. Every single sign is experiencing different things, and it's not predictable. Like, if you don't know someone's moon sign, don't pretend to know what they're going through, because it's likely that you don't. Don't assume. Don't jump to conclusions. Stay emotionally detached, okay? Stay emotionally intelligent, rather, more so. This card is a card of emotional intelligence, especially coming out number four with the Emperor. Emotionally intelligent, but also compassionate. This card is nothing if not compassionate, right? Leo, okay? Sagittarius, you are also compassionate. So compassion is important, but detachment. The detachment is a part of compassion. Did you realize that? Like, empathy and sympathy, these are things that kind of can draw people in and get people sucked into situations. But compassion is like the highest manifestation of caring. And so when we are compassionate, we can care without basing ourselves, right? Without pulling ourselves down. Perfect with an Emperor energy, perfect with the Four of Cups. So you're sitting in a position of dealing with people's drama, dealing with people's nonsense, dealing with people's emotions, but not letting it become a part of your inner world. I feel like I need to take a breath. Take a breath. What did I say about money? What did I say? I mean, with Venus coming through your sign too, I don't remember exactly when she transfers or transitions. I'm sorry. I know she's still very much in Scorpio, but she's making her way there. And in January, February, you know, this kind of energy of like, oh, people being drawn to Sagittarius, people, I mean, you're so magnetic anyway, but it's just going to amplify it that much more. You become more attractive when Venus comes in contact with your sun and your moon. You become more amiable. You become more connected. And you have this appreciation for the aesthetic of life. And financially, opportunities can easily come. You know, Page of Coins can be someone trying to reach out to you, trying to connect, trying to see what you've got going on. And it is very genuine. Often this is a card I see of Virgo, could also be Taurus, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be any of those signs, but they may kind of come in with that earthy quality. And what does that mean? How does earth enter a situation? Cautious. They enter cautiously, right? They're not like, hey, Sagittarius, how's it going? You know, it's like, hey. My God, I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate that I do that myself too. And I catch myself doing it. I'm like, okay, you need to be a little bit nicer, right? There was this meme I posted on Instagram yesterday, and it was just a picture of like a restaurant window, and it says, yes, we're open. The door is just very heavy. And it was like, this is, you know, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo when dealing with an emotional situation. Yes, we're open. The door is just really, really heavy. The door is really heavy. Okay. The door is heavy. And, I felt like I had something in my teeth there for a second, but I think we're okay. If I have lipstick on my teeth, sorry. But you know, it's an opening. And if you want to hear from this person, if you want to talk to them, fine. I just don't know exactly how beneficial it's going to be. You know, if it's a business partner, then by all means go for it. If it's a job opportunity, by all means explore the option. If it's a romantic thing, by all means. If it's something you're interested in, just see, right? Just dip your toe in the water. You don't have to make any commitments right now. You just have so much going on, you know, and you have so much movement and dynamics. And I feel that in general, it might actually be best not to lock yourself into anything right now, because there's just so much change going on with the eclipses come February and March. Okay, I feel more comfortable saying, you know, you're okay. Except when the sun comes in contact with Neptune. It's a little bit like this in the springtime with the sun coming in contact with Neptune and then Chiron. It can just kind of be like little bursts of like, yes, go for it, and then no hold back, and then yes, go for it, and then no hold back. So you got to kind of be prepared for that and kind of feel it out. Intuition will tell you. You don't need a tarot card reader to tell you. Your intuition will tell you when something's right and something's not right. The Empress and the Six of Cups. So is someone coming back from the past here? Is there some like something? Some of you may relate more to the Empress energy, okay, rather than the Emperor, although both of these could be yours. But if you're here for a romantic situation, and you're female, you're like, okay, yeah, you're the Empress, fine. Like if you want to switch out the roles, no problem. The Empress is the abundant and the creative energy, the creative force. Interesting. She seems to kind of embody the feminine quality of both of these, right? Here we have kind of the masculine creation. I see this as my Steve Jobs, of course, working in technology and innovating industries and changing people's lives. Well, he changes lives, she creates lives, you know, but still creation nonetheless. And no form of creation really is better than the other. Creation is just creation. And this is also the abundance of Taurus as well. There's a Venus quality, so we bring in Libra. That's why I said the aesthetic. That's why I brought out the idea of the aesthetic of life. And maybe you may even be a little bit more spendy, you know, more willing to spend, more willing to splurge, maybe decorating your home or something like that, creating a proper environment. Go for it, right? Enjoy. Six of Cups is that past quality though. I don't necessarily see you guys getting stuck in this pattern of nostalgia, right? I don't see you getting caught up in the way things used to be. That person from years ago reaching out randomly and trying to connect, like, no, please. I don't see that you're getting all into that kind of thing. But remember, one of the reasons that this person is probably so cautious is because of the eclipse, and they're not like really understanding their emotions very well. It's an earth sign after all, okay? They are, not that they don't have emotions, of course everybody does. Everyone has water in their chart, like that's there. But sometimes this quality doesn't spend the time thinking about what they feel and why they feel that way. Water signs are great at that. Earth signs, not so much. Air signs, not so much. Fire signs are good at that. You're good at that. You understand the feelings, you know. Earth signs struggle. And they struggle surfacing the reasons why and surfacing their motivations. It's like, oh, I have a feeling. I got to do something with it. And then they can often take it out on people. And they can often project. And they can often expect validation. But it's all, again, just for validation's sake. It's, you know, so be careful, be cautious. It's going to depend on you, whatever this relationship has been. If this was a toxic thing and they're coming back, then cut it off. Like, please. Someone with a sun in their chart does not need nonsense like that. Not even a little bit. If it's something that a friend, someone that you care about, then yeah, pick up the phone, call them, talk to them, and they will open up. And they will share. They will share. They'll be there. What else? What else for Sagittarius? I can't even. Money, such a thing. Financial progress, such a thing. I don't care where you are. I don't care if you make 15 grand a year or 1.5 million a year. Like, I don't care where you are. There's always new levels of growth. There's always new challenges. This is more community oriented. And someone who has this and this, I think, genuinely cares about their place in the community and the role that they play and how they affect people, right? When people are like this, they create jobs. When people are like this, they create opportunity. And opportunity helps everybody. I see you being a powerhouse in whatever it is you're doing. And I see you growing, and I see your role changing and morphing a little bit. And I see you finding more fulfillment in what you're doing. Even if you like, and I use this example all the time, like even if you work at Walgreens or you work on the floor of a manufacturing plant or you're a truck driver or whatever, you know, these are opportunities for you to challenge yourself, to tap into different aspects of your personality, right? If you're an attorney, if you're an accountant, if you work like a race car driver or a yoga instructor, like I don't care. There's always problems to be solved, and the solving of those problems always adds more to that community, to that group of people. And I see you stepping into your true value, okay? You've started a new 12-year cycle, right? You hit your solar return on your birthday or around your birthday. You hit your solar return and it resets the clock. So you have all new kind of energy circulating around you, and 12th house energy 100%, or excuse me, second house energy. There's a 2 in there, okay? Second house energy, such a point of focus. Stepping into your self-value, stepping into your self-respect, stepping into your self-love and your self-reliance, and enhancing your possessions, okay? 3 more, and then we'll put the camera down. I thought I was going to talk really, I have been talking really fast. I don't even know why. No, we had a whole bunch come out, but I'm not going to take all those. I thought I was going to be shorter, but I ended up being about the same. You just got more stuff. You just got more stuff, that's all. Okay. 2 more, sorry. I'll put the camera down then. Eclipse, okay, fine. Sun and moon. 2 more. Ace of Wands, 9 of Cups reversed. Okay. So, do this. I'll show you guys here. Oops, sorry. Sorry, not trying to make you guys sick, I promise. There we go. So you can see how it's aligned for me as I'm looking at the cards. So here we have these, and 8 of Coins reversed. There can be a little lack of focus, sure. You don't have to worry. Don't be too hard on yourself if you're feeling like you're chasing this and not really doing all the work that's truly needed. It's really okay. You know, I think that the expression or the experimentation with a whole bunch of different things is to your benefit, right? Closing a door, a whole bunch of windows open. Okay, well, which window do you want to go through? Well, check it out. Look through, see. If you're feeling discombobulated, you'll feel better in February, for sure. You know, the Mars energy is going to come online and be like, go, 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 go. And then you're like, oh, I don't know which way to go. Fine, just pick a route, see how it goes. You know, you don't have to be so hard on yourself. You can be hard on yourself because you've got Virgo in that 10th house there. So you have that tendency to be really harsh and to really push yourself to a degree that not a lot of people really understand. I would say the same thing for Capricorn, but it's different. The Virgo 10th house, like everything has to be a certain way, right? And it's for internal satisfaction, not needing the validation from outside. Like you yourself want to feel totally good about what you're doing. The moon does make things hazy. It does make things weird. Okay, we understand. The moon comes in and says, you know what, you can't see the whole path yet. It is contradictory. We have the masculine and we have the feminine. Well, obviously, masculine and feminine. Luckily, they are both upright and positively manifested, and there's no hindrances. And when you have the best of both, when you have the outside world shining bright and you're bringing your best into every room you enter, and then you're also going through the internal processes that are needed during an eclipse, you're sitting pretty good. You're using the energy. It might be strange, it might be hard, fine, okay. But if you're using it and you're setting your intentions and you're letting things go, then you're doing it right. All right? Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, passion, love, creativity, new endeavors, sexuality, dreams, adventures, enthusiasm, optimism, all things that come along with the cups and the wands, okay? 9 of Cups reversed. Be careful not to let your ego, I talked about the ego here, but be careful not to let it get the best of you, because you do have so much going on. but you also want to remain humble. Humility is always important. If you don't stay humble, the moon will humble you, okay? Let's take a look here. Let's look at some of these. Let's look at the Six of Cups, actually. I don't know why that's bothering me. It is bothering me. It's coming out as like something from the past, something that could kind of come and stir the pot a little bit. Okay, Six of Wands. We'll go through. There's communication for sure. I know people are going to want to talk to you, and I think you're going to want to talk to them too. Your diplomacy is going to be really important. Okay, clarifying the Page of Coins, we get the Nine of Wands. Let's pull a couple more. What else about the Page of Coins? Temperance. Well, there's your card, Sagittarius. One of your cards. Judgment reversed. Okay. You don't know everything. We'll talk about it. Let's look at the King of Wands. The Scorpio. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we definitely have a lot to talk about that there. Let's look at the Empress really quick. Everything is not, it's not always what it seems. We're getting the Neptunian stuff coming out. Hanged Man, Pisces. Moon, Pisces, Cancer. A lot of caution. A lot of deliberation. A lot of logical stuff going on in your mind right now. Let's look at the Moon. The Purge, death. Okay, Eight of Coins. Maybe letting go is going to be harder than you think. More aces. Wonderful. Letting go is going to be harder than you think. Eclipses will affect you. Don't suppress it. Don't push it down. Don't ignore it. Okay, you guys know I always make a mess with these, but I think that we got enough clarifiers coming out. So I'm going to turn the camera off. Have an amazing holiday, you guys. Happy New Year. Start the year off right. I wish you nothing but the best. I love you. Stay bright. Bye.